spun a web of gold inside my head with every sweet confession that you said. You called me perfect, called me your escape, giving our messy world a flawless shape. I hung on every sentence, every breath, loving your fiction to the point of death. A masterpiece painted with poison ink. You had me standing right upon the brink. I closed my eyes and swallowed every line, believing everything you said was mine. They were just beautiful lies you told to my face, wrapping your deception in a silk embrace. You made a prison look like paradise, and I was paying your expensive price. The prettiest trap that I have ever seen, a tragic movie on a silver screen. Yeah, those beautiful lies you told. The jewelry box is filled with empty air, the way you promised you'll be always there. You look so honest when you look at me, a decorated version of reality. But underneath the makeup and the art, you were just breaking an unprotected heart. A masterpiece painted with poison ink. You had me standing right upon the brink. I closed my eyes and swallowed every line, believing everything you said was mine. They were just beautiful lies you told to my face, wrapping your deception in a silk embrace. You made a prison look like paradise, and I was paying your expensive price. The prettiest trap that I have ever seen, a tragic movie on a silver screen. Yeah, those beautiful lies you told. How did you make the fake stuff feel so real? How did you master everything you steal? An actor shining underneath the spotlight beam, selling a nightmare hidden in a dream. I hate myself for wanting to believe the clever magic tricks up your sleeve. They were just beautiful lies you told to my face, wrapping your deception in a silk embrace. You made a prison look like paradise, and I was paying your expensive price. The prettiest trap that I have ever seen, a tragic movie on a silver screen. Yeah, those beautiful lies you told. Beautiful lies you told. Sweet sugar on the night, ruining my whole life. Yeah, those beautiful lies you told are finally cold. Dust settles on the passenger seat, where you used to laugh, where we used to meet. Now the silence is a deafening sound in this empty house, on this hollow ground. I watched your taillights fade into the black, knowing this time you aren't turning back. You took your future and you packed your bags, left me holding all our tattered flags. I'm standing still while your world moves fast, just another shadow from your past. And I'm left behind again, staring at the door, trying to remember what my heart is for. You checked out early, left me with the bill of a love we promised that we'd both fulfill. Now I'm just a footprint that the rain washed out in a story you don't even talk about. Yeah, unread messages and clothes on the floor. I don't know who I am anymore. You drew a map that didn't include me, cut the anchor loose and set yourself free. I stayed behind to fix what you broke, but I'm choking on the words you never spoke. You took your future and you packed your bags, left me holding all our tattered flags. I'm standing still while your world moves fast, just another shadow from your past. And I'm left behind again, staring at the door, trying to remember what my heart is for. You checked out early, left me with the bill of a love we promised that we'd both fulfill. Now I'm just a footprint that the rain washed out in a story you don't even talk about. Yeah, I'm left behind. Is it something I do or the way that I love that makes everyone leave when the going gets rough? Am I just a station where people switch trains, a temporary shelter from the heavy rains? Because it hurts to be the one who always stays. 'Cause I'm left behind again, staring at the door, finally remembering what my heart is for surviving the damage you made, learning to walk through the coldest shade. I might be a footprint that the rain washed out, but I'll find a voice you can't live without, though I'm left behind again. I sweep the ashes from the bedroom floor, where we used to laugh behind a locked door. The fireplace is cold and completely dead, just like the sweet words that you often said. A single spark was all it took to burn the happy pages that we cannot return. We went from golden to a heavy gray, a sudden wind just blew our world away. We built an empire on a fragile spark, and now I'm standing alone in the dark. And now our love has turned to dust tonight, scattered away and completely out of sight. I'm choking on the particles you left behind, trying to clear you out of my heavy mind. You took the fire and you cut the scene, leaving a desert where a garden had been. Yeah, our love turned to dust. Your silver rings are buried in the soot. I cannot move my heavy frozen foot. I see our photos curling in the grime, a tragic ending to a beautiful time. The air is thick with everything we lost, and I am paying for the terrible cost. We went from golden to a heavy gray, a sudden wind just blew our world away. We built an empire on a fragile spark, and now I'm standing alone in the dark. And now our love has turned to dust tonight, scattered away and completely out of sight. I'm choking on the particles you left behind, trying turned to tiny sand? How did we slip right through each other's hand? One day we're breathing in a perfect dream, the next we're falling apart at the seam. There is no shelter from this dry decay, washing the remnants of our youth away. And now our love is turned to dust tonight, scattered away and completely out of sight. I'm choking on the particles you left behind, trying to clear you out of my heavy mind. You took the fire and you fled the scene, leaving a desert where a garden had been. Yeah, our love turned to dust. Love turned to dust. Nothing left to hold, everything is cold. Yeah, our love turned to dust. I found our initials in the concrete lane. Now it's just a marker of a private pain. We built a castle out of whispered words, lighter than the feathers of 1,000 birds. You held my hand and swore you'd never yield, like a sacred covenant that couldn't be unsealed. But words are cheaper when it comes around, and agreements crumble to the frozen ground. We built our kingdom on a shifting shore, and now we don't even speak anymore. Those were the promises we cried on, bleeding them dry under the shadow of a dark purple sky. We swore forever, but forever was short, just a tragic ending in a legal court. Now I am looking at the vows that we broke, watching our future turning into smoke. Yeah, the promises we cried on. You used to tell me I was all you need, an absolute religion that you had to bleed. But now you worship in a different face, and I am erased from your holy space. The ink is faded on our little pact, leaving me broken by the brutal fact. But words are cheap when it comes around, and agreements crumble to the frozen ground. We built our kingdom on a shifting shore, and now we don't even speak anymore. Those were the promises we cried on, bleeding them dry under the shadow of a dark purple sky. We swore forever, but forever was short, just a tragic ending in a legal court. Now I am looking at the vows that we broke, watching our future turning into smoke. Yeah, the promises we cried on. Why did we swear on things we couldn't keep? Planted the seeds that we would never reap. You gave your word like it was solid gold, but it was just a lie that we bought and sold. A sentimental debt I cannot pay, binding my spirit while you walked away. Those were the promises we cried on, bleeding them dry under the shadow of a dark purple sky. We swore forever, but forever was short, just a tragic ending in a legal court. Now I am looking at the vows that we broke, watching our future turning into smoke. Yeah, the promises we cried on. words that we couldn't save, buried inside their grave. Yeah, the promises we cried on are entirely gone. The clock hands meet at 12 upon the wall. The house is dark, there is no sound at all. I wrap the blankets tight around my chest, trying to force my heavy eyes to rest. But your face flashes in the shadows there, and suddenly I'm choking on the air. The rest of the world is sleeping soundly now, while I am breaking down and wondering how you're dreaming peaceful in somebody's arms, safe from the damage of your midnight storms. And I've got quiet midnight tears rolling down my face, crying in secret in this empty space. I hold my breath so nobody can hear the suffocating weight of all this fear. You're fast asleep while my whole world turns blue, spending my nights just weeping over you. Yeah, these quiet midnight tears. The moonlight cuts across the hardwood floor like silver blades right through the bedroom door. I check my phone to see the glowing screen, but there's no notification to be seen. Just old pictures that I should delete, of a love that used to feel so sweet. The rest of the world is sleeping soundly now, while I am breaking down and wondering how you're dreaming peaceful in somebody's arms, safe from the damage of your midnight storms. And I got quiet midnight tears rolling down my face, crying in secret in this empty space. I hold my breath so nobody can hear the suffocating weight of all this fear. You're fast asleep while my whole world turns blue, spending my nights just weeping over you. Yeah, these quiet midnight tears. It's 2 a.m., too late to wanna die inside. Is there a place where all this pain can hide? I bite my lip to keep from screaming out your name, but the silence only amplifies the blame. The nighttime knows the truth. I try to mask that moving on is just too big a task. And I've got quiet midnight tears rolling down my face, crying in secret in this empty space. I hold my breath so nobody can hear the suffocating weight of all this fear. You're fast asleep while my whole world turns blue, spending my nights just weeping over you. Yeah, these quiet midnight tears.